It was a bright and early 6:15 a.m. start on the Mighty Grynner Highway, brought forward from the scheduled 8 a.m. start to avoid the higher temperatures of mid to late morning. The males in the World Triathlon Sprint for the Regional Development Cup were first into the water at Brandon's, swimming 750 meters, and there was a small group, all within striking distance of each other. First out of the water was Barbadian Luke McIntyre, and he was closely followed by teammates Daniel Lashley and Kane Banfield, while right behind them was Marcin Fernandez-Gonzalez of Cuba. However, the Cuban was a little faster in transitioning from the water to the 20-kilometer cycle leg. He was first out of the docking bay. Leading the female section out of the water was Karel Ramirez-Bodden of the Dominican Republic, Zara Gaskin of Barbados, second, and Ashley Thomas of Trinidad and Tobago, third at that point. But Nina James of Grenada had a good transition to move into third, coming out of the docking bay. Now back to the males, and after a lap of the cycle course, Fernandez-Gonzalez was still leading. But right with him now was Christian Janssen of Aruba and Banfield of Barbados. While for the women, Rebecca Janssen of Aruba was having an impressive ride. She was now the leader, while Zara Gaskin was still in second. End of the 20 kilometers, and Fernandez-Gonzalez still had a slight lead. Banfield slipped into second ahead of Janssen. Remember, you have to get your feet off of the pedal before crossing the line. Then you have to switch to running shoes. And the Cuban made that transition first. But Banfield was a little slower than Janssen, so he was now third to depart on the 5-kilometer run. In the female section, Janssen, incidentally, she's the sister of Christian Janssen, had developed a sizable lead. Zara Gaskin was still in second place, but with some work to do. And look who's now in third place. Isis Gaskin of Barbados, Zara's younger sister. She passed James at the end of the ride, and make note, Isis is a good runner. Fast forward to the end of the race, and in the male category, Fernandez-Gonzalez of Cuba, all smiles, was first in 58 minutes, 53 seconds, virtually leading from start to finish. Second was Christian Janssen of Aruba, just over the hour mark, 1 hour and 1 second. And from how the race developed, you probably were looking for Banfield to be next. But with a super run was Luke McIntyre. He was first out of the water, lost contact with the front cyclists, but his run elevated him to third in 1 hour, 3 minutes, 12 seconds. There was no surprise for the female champion. Rebecca Janssen was first in 1 hour, 10 minutes, 33 seconds. And look who motored through the 5-kilometer run. It was Isis Gaskin. She crossed the line in 1 hour, 11 minutes, 3 seconds to be second, while her sister Zara, who was second for most of the race, took the bronze. Her time, 1 hour, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.